Hi, welcome back to Wake Up Rose Hill by Channel 7 News. I'm Sydney Gilchrist.
And I'm Olivia Schneeweiss. Recently, USD 394 changed its contact tracing policies in regards to COVID-19. Tegan Belcher has more on the new relaxed protocols.
USD 394 has put an end to contact testing. It is important for students to be present at school as much as possible. Many students who are getting sent home had no symptoms and never tested positive.
Well, I think we did the close contact testing as a kind of an alternative to sending everybody home for 10 days or, then now change it to 5 days type of deal. So it allowed us to keep kids in school, which I think is a beneficial thing. In fact, I don't know as if will affect it at all. It might. It's hard to say. We were running numbers, and out of the close contacts that we did during the first semester, I think it was 94% of the close contacts never developed symptoms or never tested positive. So very little of it was transmitted here at school. It was mainly coming from home.
With the lack of tests, the Rose Hill Health Administration recognized that they did not want to waste the test on contact testing. Students can still get tested at their request if they want to see results. For Wake Up Rose Hill, I'm Tegan Belcher.
The Rose Hill dance team made its debut performance in late January. Sophomore Alexa Marshall gave Olivia some insight on why the dance team is so beneficial to the school.
On January 10th, the dance team had its first official practice. With it being only the first year, 9 girls have already joined. Their first debut was on January 25th during halftime at the home game versus Arc City, and they recently performed on Friday at the home game versus Mulvane. Dancer Alexa Marshall tells us how she has liked the dance team so far.
I like it a lot. I was very nervous at first to try it, but I'm very glad that I did. I haven't had any dance experience, but I did gymnastics for about 10 years, so they're kind of similar. Yeah, it does help a lot.
The head coach is Rachel Swope, the mom of sophomore Hayden Swope, who was also on the dance team. In the future, she hopes the dance team can be more involved with school activities, pep assemblies, and to collaborate with other programs and sports. Alexa Marshall mentions how the dance team is important for Rose Hill.
I think it's a good opportunity for other kids who want to try something new to try it out. So,
for Wake Up Rose Hill, I'm Olivia Schneeweiss.
For the first time, the high school recognized individual students of each department who go above and beyond to enhance and develop the particular department. They're called the Rocket Recognition Awards, and Sydney has the story.
So for this fall, we started our Rocket Recognition Awards, and students were chosen from each department in our building, and these students were chosen for their hard work, dedication, and just being a good role model for other students in the classroom. So from each department, they met as a group, and they selected one student from each department. Those kids that are chosen in this video that have been selected and won the Rocket Recognition Awards will also receive a gift card to Louis, so they can pick those up in the counseling office after they're viewing this video.
Last week on the Rocket Productions YouTube page, we made a video on the Rocket Recognition Awards. Wake Up Rose Hill staff asked our award winners what this teacher meant to them and how the classes had impacted them.
Well, she's helped me out a lot with getting all my classes on track and getting all my credits.
Mrs. Brooks' class has taught me much more than just a standard math class. She's a great teacher and enables me in kind of the way I want to learn in different ways that way.
We even asked the teachers how these students made their classes more enjoyable.
Mia is a go-getter, and any challenge I hand her, she meets my expectations and usually goes beyond those expectations.
She just brings a lot of light and energy. She's always ready to help.
Go check out our Rocket Recognition video on YouTube. I'm Sydney Gilchrist from Wake Up Rose Hill.
Coming up next, social media challenges have been quite the trend this school year. We give you the details. And later in sports, Hayden Swope gives you all the details from the Rose Hill Wrestling Invitation.
Louis Cafe is the longest standing restaurant in Rose Hill. It is located off of Rose Hill Road across from the district office. They serve American, barbecue, burgers, Cajun, hot dogs, sandwiches, and seafood. Louis is open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., except Sundays. You can reach them at 316-776-9005.
Happy House has been in Rose Hill for years. It is located on Silk Knitter, right off of Rose Hill Road. They serve many different kinds of Chinese food. They are open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 10:30 to 9, Friday from 10:30 to 10, and Sunday from 11 to 9, and are closed on Mondays. You can reach them at 316-776-7888.
Do you enjoy books, movies, and puzzles? If so, come on down to the Rose Hill Public Library, located at 306 North Rose Hill Road. It offers books for all ages, story time for young children, and free internet access. Open from 9 to 7 on Monday through Thursday, 9 to 1 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday and Friday.
Back in the fall, several parody Instagram accounts were created about people at the high school. While some were harmless, others became inappropriate. How did the school deal with it? Dawson McNall has more.
Over the past few months across the nation, there have been many social media challenges, more specifically, Instagram challenges. At Rose Hill High School, many parody Instagram accounts were made. USD 394 SRO said that our administration was very proactive, and as soon as he was alerted, he immediately started reports and investigations about the accounts.
Well, anytime we get a report of an Instagram account that violates school rules, we look at it, obviously, and determine if it does violate school rules. The main thing that we're concerned about are the ones that violate not only violate school rules, but violate the law. And obviously, I can't comment on any ongoing investigations, but I think there were a couple put out there last month that, or a few weeks ago, whenever it was, that were concerned that they would be violating the law, and we're currently investigating those. The main thing is, anything that would be illegal to put on social media, anything that you know is illegal to have on your phone, don't put it on social media. Anytime anybody puts something like that out, we're going to get a report of it, and we're going to have to investigate it. And even if somebody has deleted it from their social media pages, and gone in and deleted the Instagram account, it's still going to be on Instagram's server. And that's where we're going to get our information, or Snapchat, or Twitter, or Facebook, wherever it is. So anytime we get any information like that, we look into it immediately, determine if it's violated, school policy, and if it would turn out that it's also in violation of the law, pardon me, I can't speak today, if it's in violation of the law, then obviously we initiate an investigation.
Wake Up Rose Hill, I'm Dawson McNall.
Much like Instagram, TikTok also presented challenges for students. These challenges were not nearly as tame as the Instagram accounts. Alex Quesada has more insight.
Social media has a great impact on a majority of students, with some taking part in some of the trends on TikTok, a widely used social media app. Some of the TikTok challenges have started to affect the school. Principal Shannon Haydock said how he was made aware of the situation.
We started hearing about the challenges and some of the actions that were being taken in other schools across the state, across the country. I would visit with some other administrators, some principals, and they were kind of telling me what had happened at their school. And then, sure enough, we had some activity at the high school here that rose to the level of vandalism.
Even though the actions that took place at RHHS weren't as extreme as other schools, there were still some disruptions toward the school that lasted about a week. Although it wasn't long, there were still damages that ended up costing students privileges due to the small portion of students that decided to take part in these trends. Haydock said how he took action on the situation.
Some of the actions that had taken place were some students came forward and let us know who had done a certain act. We did some surveillance on some areas that had been vandalized, and were able to, with the help of the surveillance cameras, were able to help us pinpoint who was involved in some of the activities.
For Wake Up Rose Hill, I'm Alex Quesada.
Coming up next, we have our Athlete, Teacher, and Student of the Week. Don't go anywhere.
Hodes Veterinary Health Center is a full-service veterinary hospital, serving cats and dogs all the way to horses, cows, and llamas The team at Hodes loves all animals. Wellness exams, vaccinations, surgery, dentistry, house calls, and emergency care are all under the umbrella of care provided by Hodes' 5 experienced veterinarians. They are accepting new clients. Visit them at 1060 North Rose Hill Road on the east side of the road, or give them a call at 316-260-5019.
The Historical Society's goal is to collect, preserve, exhibit, and promote the heritage of the community. They achieve this with collecting memorabilia and by providing programs to teach the youth of the history of this quaint little town. Their website is rosehillhistoricalsociety.com, and on there can be found the links to their donations and even more information about the history of Rose Hill.
Rose Hill High School is a school in Rose Hill that teaches grades 9 through 12. The school is an open district and has a student body of about 550 students. Here we have a small school atmosphere, although there are many clubs and sports teams you can join. Due to the small number of students, classes only have about 20 students. The principal of the high school is Mr. Shannon Haydock, and the assistant principal is Mr. Aaron Jackson. In the near future, new renovations will be added to the school, such as new floors and lights. There is also a section of the building for Butler Community College, so you are able to take college classes while you're still in high school. The Rose Hill School District is on the south side of town on the east side of Rose Hill Road.
Noah Brodas has attended Rose Hill School District since middle school. He was a key contributor to the Rocket football team in the fall and is currently the Rocket basketball team. He is also our Athlete of the Week. Sydney Lacoste has more.
Senior Noah Paredes is the Athlete of the Week. He plans to attend Butler to get his EMT after high school. He talks about his favorite memory from high school.
Probably sophomore year football. It just all around was amazing.
Out of the 3 sports he participates in, he says football is his favorite.
Football, basketball, and track.
Due to an injury, Paredes didn't play basketball last year, but he's glad to be back for his senior year.
I had an injury, and I just wanted to bounce back my senior year.
Sydney Lacoste, Wake Up Rose Hill.
For our Student of the Week, it's junior Garrett Funk, who has attended Rose Hill School his entire life. Alyssa Fair gives you more details about Funk, who plays basketball and runs track.
Garrett Funk is our Student of the Week at Rose Hill High. He is the son of Deborah and Donald Funk, who both teach physical science at Rose Hill.
People know me, and I get to be grateful for that. I'm involved in basketball, track, choir, Stuco, and FCA. I think Rose Hill is a great place to, settle down, raise a family, and start a really good life. I have been a remarkable, outstanding, caring kid, eager to succeed for approximately 12 years now.
For Wake Up Rose Hill, I'm Alyssa Fair.
David Penner is the defense coordinator for our football team and also teaches science. What else do we need to know about Mr. Penner? Scotty Carr has more.
Our teacher of the week is science teacher David Penner. Penner has been teaching at Rose Hill for 8 years and also has been an assistant football coach for the Rocket football team for 8 years as well. Penner shared why he enjoys teaching at Rose Hill High School.
I enjoyed the students and the ability to coach football. Form good relationships with your students and your coworkers, and then carve out your own niche.
While Penner enjoys teaching at Rose Hill, his students also enjoy his class. Sophomore Connor Wallace says that Penner's science class is laid back.
I like Penner as a teacher just because, he's chill about everything. Usually lets you do what you want, so.
Penner is a big part of Rose Hill High School, where he is also the assistant track coach and formerly coached boys basketball. This is also his first year teaching a weights and conditioning class. For Wake Up Rose Hill, I'm Scotty Carr.
Coming up next with sports.
Historical Society's goal is to collect, preserve, exhibit, and promote the heritage of the community. They achieve this with collecting memorabilia and by providing programs to teach the youth of the history of this quaint little town. Their website is rosehillhistoricalsociety.com, and on there can be found the links to their donations and even more information about the history of Rose Hill.
Louis Cafe is the longest standing restaurant in Rose Hill. It is located off of Rose Hill Road across from the district office. They serve American, barbecue, burgers, Cajun, hot dogs, sandwiches, and seafood. Louis is open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., except Sundays. You can reach them at 316-776-9005.
The Rocket basketball team played El Dorado at home Tuesday, February 1st, with the Lady Rockets losing 30-28. The boys, on the other hand, came away with a strong win against the Wildcats. Let's go to the highlights. We pick up late in the fourth quarter with the Rockets holding an 8-point lead. Adriel Smith drives to the basket for a layup, and later, Smith goes in for two for his game high of 26 points. In the last few minutes, Xander Landry finds a three, and the Rockets drive to a 73-58 victory over El Dorado. The wrestling team hosted their tournament February 4th. It's one of the top tournaments in the area, with Cade Evans and Adam Bilby taking fourth in their weight class, and Johnny Leck and Keegan Beavers both taking home first. The team took fourth at their annual tournament. The team is ranked 6th in 4A. Coach Safite said the team has a lot of work to do with state right around the corner.
Everybody wants to make it to the state tournament, so everybody's going to bring their best. And, hopefully our team is one of those that are up there. I mean, as a team, we're ranked up there in the top 10 as well, and we have some kids that are up there. But team-wise at a regional tournament, it's kind of those middle-of-the-road guys that we just we need to step up. And again, winning those 1- and 2-point matches that you just got to kind of tough out and grit out.
The story, the wrestling team is sending 9 wrestlers to the state tournament in Salina this week. Sydney, back to you.
That is all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching.
Check out Rocket Productions on YouTube and Instagram.